Rita here. Welcome to New Nail Tech Success, where I help you get started as a nail technician to create a business that you love and that is financially rewarding. That is my goal as well. I hope you are doing as good as I am today. So we're going to jump in today and talk about the basic manicure with regular polish. Now, if you have yet to go to school, this will be the first nail service that you will learn. Now, in school, I didn't really care for the basic manicure. It was okay. But I really wanted to do acrylic nails. That's where the fun was for me. Now, fast forward many years, I love the basic manicure. It's just something about nicely trimmed nails, clean cuticles, a beautiful polished color that complements the client's skin, and a perfect polish job with moisturized hands that really does it for me. You should master the basic manicure because it's still a requested service. There are still people who just want a basic manicure with regular polish. These people will be faithful to you if you cater to them, and I plan on catering to them. You should also master the basic manicure because it's the first step when doing acrylic nails, gel nails, or fiberglass nails. We call it a nail prep, but it's basically a manicure. Give or take a few steps. If you know how to give a great manicure, you're going to know how to give an excellent nail prep, and it will help you not have lifting with your acrylic nails. There are a lot of steps to the basic manicure, but it's an easy service to learn with practice. To help you with that, I'm going to have the link to the steps in the description box, as well as the tools needed for a manicure and related videos. So be sure to check out the description box. I also will have chapters so that you can actually go to the part of the video that you may find most interesting if you would like to skip around. The basic manicure is divided into 3 parts: the pre-service, the service, and the post-service. I'm going to go through each part as if I'm a client. Okay, so let's take it to the table. These are the only tools that you'll need to do a professional manicure: the cuticle nippers, clippers, big or small or both, a cuticle pusher to push back the skin around the nail, and tweezers. This is optional. You can just use the nippers if you encounter like stubborn parts of the cuticle on top of the nail plate that won't come off. You can just use the nippers. I like to use the tweezers. And that's it. You don't need that whole manicure case. Walmart has a good selection of these items by the company Trim. Other department stores may have them, but I know that Walmart always has the Trim brand. They have good nippers and good medical pusher, but you can also just get them anywhere online. I'm going to run through the rest of the manicure supplies that you need. First off, this container came from Dollar Tree. We were in school, we had manicure cases. So we would always, when a customer came in for a manicure, we would just get a manicure box off. It would have everything we would need to be able to do the service. All we have to do was switch out the files and things like that. But everything we needed to perform the service was inside the box. So I suggest you do that for organization. You'll have all your manicure supplies in one place. Okay, so gloves, you can have them. In Ohio, they're not required, but if you just want them, you can. Those are the nitrile, bought from Walmart. I have cuticle remover, acetone polish remover. This is nail plate cleaner to remove the cuticle remover and just keep the nail clean after it's been oiled out. I have nail cleans as well. I have 2 separate ones because this was just a different brand, and this is just alcohol and acetone. More alcohol than acetone. So I put about this much acetone and the rest is alcohol. This container and this container was from Dollar Tree. And just so you know, when you are transferring a product from the original container to another container, you have to have them all labeled. This is massage oil. After the client washes their hands, I like to have them put some hand sanitizer on as well. And I just have lotion as a follow-up after everything is said and done. It's just good to have on hand. Okay, so now we have our Q-tips. I have the Q-tips because you cannot directly, you're not supposed to directly put this bottle on the client's actual nail. You're supposed to put the product on the Q-tip or applicator stick and then apply it to the client. This is Viva paper towel cut up into squares. You can buy some. They're called plastic back pads. It's just cheaper just to do it this way for me. And you will need these throughout the service. These are just universal, good to have orange wood sticks. They're good for cleaning underneath the nail, and they're also good for any polish mistakes you have. You just wrap some paper towel around, dip it in acetone, and just clean up. But this is my actual clean up nail brush that I have. Along those lines, you're going to need a dapping dish to put your acetone in to do your cleanup for your polish. I have my cuticle oil, and these are treatments. Okay, so if your client says my nails are thin and brittle, you want to put this type of treatment on and then put on your base coat. Unless it says like the total curing one, I don't need a base coat with this. It's a base coat already. But if it doesn't say that, you want to put your treatment on first, then the base coat, and then your polish. The polish needs the base coat to adhere to. This is a treatment to actually treat the nail. You will need your polish thinner, and of course your base coat, your top coat, and your polish color. And you will need a 3-way or 4-way buffer. 3-way you're going to use if you're going to use polish. This is this one. A 4-way, if they're not going to use polish, this will just take it to a high shine, a glassy high shine. You will need a polish dryer, because again, we're doing regular polish. Or you can use quick dry drops. You can use a quick top coat using the spray. And you will need a manicure bowl. This is a manicure bowl. You can use a regular bowl designated only for manicures. These are cheap. You can get them from Sally or online. You will need your files. This is a 240 and this is a 180. You should never use more than a 180 on natural nails. I personally prefer 240 because it's softer. Each time you do a client, you're going to get new files. You're going to use new orange wood sticks. This is, of course, any paper product you're going to throw away. Any applicator sticks gets thrown away. They're one-time use. Your supplies, your tools can be disinfected. They could be used over and over again. But anything that has paper on it, even these buffers, unless they say sanitizable and washable, you have to throw these away after each person. Okay? Now, if you're just practicing on yourself, that's fine. But if you're actually practicing on different people, one-time use, guys. And that is what you need for a professional manicure. Okay, so before your client comes, you want to make sure that the nail surface is disinfected already. Here in Ohio, you have to use a EPA hospital grade disinfectant. And this is what I use, which is barbicide, which is a popular choice in salons. You can put 2 ounces of this in 32 ounces of water, put it in a spray bottle, and then spray your surface, and then let it dry for 10 minutes. Don't wipe it off. And then you will have a totally disinfected surface. And your tools should be sanitized as well before your client comes. They should be ready to go. I use barbicide as well to disinfect my tools. You will need 3 towels when doing your manicure. You're going to have one that you're going to lay on the table, one designated as the towel for the client, and then one for the service cushion. Now you can buy a service cushion, but you can make your own. This is just another towel wrapped, and then I have it wrapped in paper towel. If you buy a service cushion you will be able to spray it off and wipe it off after each client. With this, I can just use a new towel and do this whole thing all over again. So it's just going to be your preference. Okay, so I have the towel that I'm going to lay on the table down. And what you want to do is just fold it and make a little padding for yourself so that you have something to cushion your hand as you work. Okay? Then the client is going to have their service cushion that they're going to have for their hand coming across, so they can have that supported like that. So we're both comfortable. And then when you have that situated where you want it, then you're just going to go ahead and have your paper towel to work on top of the towel. And then the client will be resting on the cushion as such, and then this will allow you to easily work, support it. This is my first time coming as a client in this scenario. And when you have a client for the first time, you should do a consultation. A client consultation will allow you to understand what the client goals are for their nails, what problems they're having, their lifestyle, so that you can give the proper service for them. As you can see, my nails are chipped badly, splitting, and I just want a basic manicure and I need some strengthening. I have a job that requires me to wash my hands a lot, so my hands dry out a lot. So I just need basically an overall treatment for my nails to strengthen and get some growth and maintain their length. And during the consultation is when you will have the client pick out their polish color. This will save time during the service. I polish the nails so that you can see how to properly remove polish. You will saturate your paper towel or gauze pad with acetone and then place it on the nail and count approximately for 10 seconds. Let it just sit. And then after that time, you will go ahead and wipe it off. It should come clean. I've informed the nail tech that I want my nails to be round. So when you're filing, you want to start with the pinky on the left hand. You're going to go from one side to the center, and then you're going to do that from the other side to the center. You don't want to saw back and forth. When you're doing a client, you would put the left hand into the finger bowl after you've filed, but because I'm demonstrating, I filed both my hands before I put my left hand into the finger bowl. I'm pointing to the skin around the nail, which is the eponychium. When you dry the hand when it comes out of the finger bowl, you want to gently use the towel to push back the eponychium. Next, I'm applying cuticle remover on each nail. I'm applying it evenly and I will let it sit on for 45 seconds. That's what my brand says to leave it on for. You will follow the instructions for your brand. I'm using my metal pusher to push back the eponychium, which is now soft after soaking in the finger bowl. And then I'm going to go ahead and use gentle strokes down the length of the nail to remove the cuticle. Cuticle is dead tissue that comes from underneath the eponychium. It's hard to see, which is why we use the cuticle remover to make it easier for it to come up. And as you can see, the edge of my metal pusher, it is coming up there, as you see on the end of the tip. So the main thing is just to be gentle and to take your time. Next, you'll use the cuticle nippers to remove any cuticle that is sticking up off of the nail plate, as you see here, or to remove any hangnails. You should never use the cuticle nippers to cut the eponychium or any of the surrounding skin. I am applying cuticle oil to each one of the nails, and then I'm going to rub it into the nail plate and the surrounding skin. Then I'm going to go ahead and repeat the steps on the right hand, starting with applying the cuticle remover. After both hands are done, then you would do a client's massage. Since I'm just doing a demo on myself, I just did a mini one on myself. I will do a video on how to do it on an actual client in the future. After the massage, you want to go ahead and clean the nails with your nail cleanse. You want to really scrub each nail until it's squeaky clean. You don't want anything left on the nail plate. Since I'll be polishing the nails, I'll be using a 3-way buffer to get the nails smooth and shiny. Now it's time to polish the nails. Before polishing, you want to use a base coat. I'm using the 9-in-1 to address the issues that I stated in the consultation. Always use a base coat before polishing nails. Apply the polish using thin layers so that the polish will dry quicker. And apply the polish using 3 strokes, 1 down the middle and 1 on each side. However, if you need to redip to complete the nail, don't hesitate to do so. And when you are polishing, leave a gap at the epinicium. It just gives a little bit more of a professional appearance. And when you're finished polishing, you can clean up with your acetone polish remover. Okay, the basic manicure is complete. The client should be pleased. You will take the payment and you will set the next appointment date. As well, you will offer them to buy any retail items that will help them with the problems that they talked about in the consultation. As well, you will clean up and prepare for your next client. This is a man's manicure. We do it the same way. We follow the same steps. Only difference is I use a 4-way buffer to get the nails to a high gloss shine. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. Be sure to check out the description box for the things I talked about in this video. All right, guys, until next time, take care.